Sit down conversation, guys. We're on a sit down conversation here. This guy is called Kevin, goes by the name of AKA XL Army Force. Military resources, worked in the secret society. I've been watching him for many years. He's been notorious prisoner. Edinburgh resources.
Edinburgh resources and all this is getting better. Come on, Tony, let's go. What questions?
So we're going to start off with questions to deal with this man during his prison days and during his testimony. This is a testimony coming straight from an oath of his heart. And I do declare that Kevin, you put your left hand up to God and you take an oath to say to God that everything that is said within this broadcast is true. You're the Melchizedek.
I am the Melchizedek. Even he's seen it.
This is true.
The note's true. I've been on the. Even if you use AI, artificial intelligence, or your co-pilot to look at who the Melchizedek is, or the Melchizedek, pronounced in English, you'll find very little information about him. This is what's great about me, and here I'm telling you what I'm all about through my stories that I've got on the go, especially the 9/11 story, which coincidentally I've now been brainstorming how to get back into the book, to turn it into a 20,000. I could write a story in my life.
The story regarding the broadcast. Hosting is Antonio Charles Franzese, ex-mob boss from the Italian mobster. We have Italian connections right across the whole globe.
It's good, he's done it over.
We have mafia bosses around in exited during the 2013 lockdown. Of the just after the recession 2008, we stopped in, so that we're now classes. Well, Michael Franzese, you can check him out online. Ex-mob boss. If you're looking to buy any wine or fashionable clothes, please do have a look at our website. It's all broadcasting. So we're broadcasting live here from Kevin. It's a live broadcast, and well, further things to know. So the Melchizedek represents that he was like a worshipper of Satan. Now, but what happened was during the stay on Blackford Ward in IPCU.
Don't mention it.
I'm not a worshiper.
Kevin is
the Jews
he's showing his privilege. He's strong, independent man.
Look at
he fasted for 60 days.
You can't, you didn't want to be an I told you.
You've got wee man Jokey here.
Wee man Jokey, there he is, wee Jokey.
You don't show another patient.
Right, I know, see that she getting me around. I'm getting supervised.
Anyway, back to Kevin.
And the Melchizedek.
Kevin is a Melchizedek.
Represents his Bible, by the way.
He's Satan. But he defeated Satan.
I've defeated Satan, I've defeated Lucifer.
And that's why I was sent here myself as a lover of Jesus, broken my commandments. As a brand new Christian, I broke my commandments at the start of in the first year of being baptised. I handed myself into the Royal Edinburgh Hospital to be punished. I came here to be punished because I knew I'd done wrong and I didn't want to get re-baptised, so I came to repent and to take it on the chin.
If you fucking took on the chin and tried to get me on the fucking chin, knock me out the cunt, knock the Melchizedek.
No, I didn't know.
After being baptised.
I railed him enough to make him hit me.
I railed him enough to make him hit me, aye. Look at me, John, he's fucking neck. He said he wanted to be in on it, but he could have done my room and would have been my room, but he didn't want to be in it. What I was going to do is I was going to write a list of questions for him to ask me, so making me a professional on subjects matters like people want to hear about how to cold turkey off heroin or how to fast, what the meaning is to fast. So you'd be taking incremental, reducing your amount of heroin dosage or your drugs, whatever you're doing, over long periods of time, and how to maintain it and how to sustain your mental strength and your mental fortitude and your mindset once you undertake the task to fast off something. Like, if you want to fast off pork, pork's easy, you just don't eat the fucking stuff. But if you go away and look at what's going on in the supermarkets, you see in the supermarket chains, if you go and look at it through the beef, some of the beef's got pork in it. I mean, how can it possibly be? And I know for a fact that if you go to Lidl in Dalry Road, they've got, what's it called, venison, that's got traces of pork in it. That's why pork is the biggest killer of your spirit, because it's the biggest spiritual. What did Jesus do? Jesus cast the demons who didn't want to be cast, sent back to hell. He cast them into the flock of pigs, and the pigs ran, and where did they go? They ran over the cliff and killed themselves. They did that. And then the Muslim, other villages, you've got to be able to practice their disciplines, and when you put up in practice, you need to fast, and they didn't eat pork at all. But some of them do. But if a Muslim's eating pork, he's not a Muslim, he's not getting into the kingdom of God. Because God, Most High, He wants us no eating. Like it's in His commandments. It's in Scripture about no eating, about what He wants us to eat. All these genetically modified foods, seedless grapes, for instance.
You know those guys, there's a broadcaster, I'm a broadcaster here.
So he's thinking up some good questions.
This is not a Sunday service, and
not certainly not Sunday service.
We shall inherit more about the intuition and the mindset changing within drug misuse, alcohol misuse, and pornographic misuse. All the gold diggers are out there at the moment. How that's interrupting the theatre between relationships and intimacy and communication between one human being to another, male and female, and adequate as a subject. Now, there is 44% of females and males that are single nowadays, most likely to be the least amount of single human beings that have ever been in history. Is 44% sitting at now as single people, parents, children, adults, youth, whatever, all different adults of all different ages, are 44% are single.
Hi Jojo.
The most has ever been in world history. And this is why. Why you have a think about it. Why would this be? Like Kevin answered.
Well, this is the reason why it's always been a reason. It's because we've hit the gender identity wall, and the gender identity, not being able to understand what gender is that's what has been the killer of the last three civilizations. So because the man and woman can't identify with their divine masculine and the divine feminine energies when they're on a divine neutrally aligned. I'd liken it to lesbians that fall in love with men. No men fall in love with other women because they're acting from the divine masculine point of view. So they believe that's like alpha females.
Yeah, that makes sense. I understand where you come from with that one, Kevin. The thing is, Kevin, is the resources around that, is it? So we have things like TikTok. We have other resources like Facebook, Snapchat.
Yeah, but this is where
all these
disinformation gets processed.
All these things, and now have like also other things as on television, like almost pornographic features. And this is daily, like from 2 p.m. during the day. On music channels of like women in bikinis and on beaches and stuff like that. What it's doing is the photographic memories that it causes these kids are watching TikTok. The age groups they say like 12-year-old, 14-year-old, 16-year-old or under, and they're watching TikTok or on Facebook.
This is not to do with gender identity. You're teaching the kids about gender identity when they're watching it on TikTok and they're just following copycats, fashionable trends. As soon as you ban TikTok, or if you want to ban TikTok for anybody under fucking the age of 16, which I would be doing because of the content that is on TikTok, they should be banned. I mean, the adult material going on, they should be jailed. These people, these these fucking
Right,
CEOs, these CEOs that are in charge of Facebook or these social media platforms, they should be fucking brought to court and to charge for crimes against humanity because they've entered into the world without any restrictions at all on some of the platforms. We've got no restrictions. I mean, Facebook. I use Facebook and that's bad enough the amount of times I get banned. But I know a lot of people think that I'm a shouty, bally, sweary, kicky type of person. But I'm not because of the false persona that they get from reading my Facebook posts. I've got a large vocabulary. People think I'm clever, but it's not that I'm clever. I just know a lot of clever things, Tony. And I know that it's this gender identity thing. It's just fashion, and the children are too young in their head to be making responsible decisions about their future.
Regards to the situation between this TikTok and the photographic memories, certain age groups our heads are like sponges when we're younger. So when we're young kids,
so this is what's happening now.
When we absorb something, we're not just absorbing the photographic memory, we're also absorbing a vision moving forward.
There's no subliminal messages that we're getting.
It's causing real.
He's on about the AI and all that. He thinks that they're zapping our brains with AI.
No, there is. I've seen it. I witnessed it. The brain scans, it's like a wee electronic gun.
It's a wee electronic gun.
It's a wee electronic gun.
That zaps you.
And there's a capability that if you're getting involved in stuff that are superstitious, like this video, now that we're speaking about it, if you're privileged enough to speak, if you're privileged enough to hear this video, then you're one of the few. You're one of the few like that should be allowed to see this. Because
if you're one of the few,
because you'll be cut off. The government would cut you off from the secret side. Would cut you off because I do work with MI5 myself. We would cut you off. We cut you off from the service because the electronic gun. What it does is
this is a good one.
Teleport. It's going to be used for passport control in the future, but that's not to be disclosed just yet. What it's doing is for now is programming all brains for artificial intelligence to make a program. A multiple program for the World War III is coming. We've got the military going on. We've got 3,000 robots Britain just got this year. Military robots are like dogs but run about with guns. That's how powerful they are. These are the best. These are the greatest that we've got so far, and we've got other new military resources coming on board.
I mean, it's good to talk about military. I'm ex-military, ex-Royal Engineer, and I'm into all these gadgets and that. I think it's fucking groovy.
Part of the brain scan is that, is for the fact that, so when you're
so you're making a cyborg, you're talking about making a cyborg.
Vision, so the gun, the teleportation gun, it's
that's why I just nuke you. I would just fucking nuke you. A neutron, be a EMP strike would fucking put you all dead. How you going to beat that? How do you beat that? And then nuke you can actually nuke. You could nuke the atmosphere, so you could work out the dimensions or the distance between planet Earth and the ionosphere, stratosphere, work out the dimensions to actually nuke in, launch a nuke to explode in air, and the what do you call it, the electromagnetic pulse would come down and it would target an area and it would make all things, like your chips in your head and that, it would just wipe them all out. That's why we shouldn't be messing up with our brain, because you never know coming on as we move forward into the future, what these incoming jihadists are going to be like. You know what I mean? Because you look at what's happened in England. Three young, it's not about getting them in the country, it's fucking not getting them fucking in, letting them in the country. It's any country.
Not all of them, but just can't speak.
Ah, you can speak if you want. Right, that's it, you finished.
We've got to be more can speak.
Of course you can speak.
On your phone.
No, you can talk. If you want to talk, you're welcome to talk.
Broadcaster here, I'm Charles introducing Manjoki.
Since I met you, I'm going to get myself in trouble because I've got a 17-year-old boy to the girl ladder for, and now I've got a different girlfriend.
So what's the matter with that?
She's wanting the boy. My ex-girlfriend is wanting the boy.
Well, she's a mum, so she deserves her man.
Oh, well, that's what I'm thinking.
Aye, you can't take the fucking bairns away from them all. They might as well have a big problem. I done with my children, I didn't get my...
She says she's gone mad
Aye, they don't go fucking
because
mad.
the council never go, the NHS never got in touch with her to let her know it's her half.
Aye, well, you've got a point there, but then... Do you want them, do you want to raise a young lad?
That's why I'm with it.
But I mean, as a young lad who's 17, had any part in your life at all?
Yes. So he's been off my life at 17.
You've been on your life.
Aye.
But what you're worried about, you can take him on board, but you're not going to take him on board for fucking much longer than 17. You'll be walking him out of the house, away working the working
Until he has sister. It couldn't be a kid to a different woman.
Aye, I'm not saying that he's your son, but you know what to take your son. It's a delicate fucking matter you're doing. They might end up leaving your...
I wouldn't need to tell Tracy. I wouldn't need to say Tracy. Instead of you having his kid, we'll let them have it. But I'll still be with you.
Aye, well, it's a 17-year-old lad, he's got a mind of his own, you would fucking, surely he could have a rational thought and reason where he wanted to live, and what parent he wanted to live in. In this day and age, do you want to stay with your mum, or do you want to stay with your dad? That's a simple yes or no question,
That's what,
well, that's what you're going to have to do, just do that.
so I'm going to have to give you,
You got your addresses, you don't have can't, you've got your addresses.
So what I'm going to do is, let his mother have the kid. So it is his sister.
No.
So it'll be 100% his sister.
Oh, you're going to have to do something, eh?
We'd have to get along with it.
I don't know, it's the option to get along with it.
You ain't going to work.
Of course it'll work, it was going to work out what's best for the lad. If the lad has been brought by his mum, if she's been schooling him and fucking feeding him and being his main carer and that, so he's a guardian, then obviously it's going to be better for him. But if you can get him working that, then it'll be good for, even better for him. If you can get him doing the work and going to do send him out with the fucking troops that you got
So I'm
to
going to
work
have to
for.
do this, because
Aye.
I tell my girlfriend at first that I had to have it from 47.
Aye, you've got to.
And, you know, I'm getting all
So
this.
you're wanting that bairn at 47?
Well, I've got a bairn in the bank.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
So,
Who, eh? Tracy?
no, with James's mum.
James's mum?
Aye.
So, how many women are you women go?
James's mum is one to have the kid as well. So it's his.
Man, it's so complicated, the fucking brain damage, man. Ah, you're in trouble alright, eh? You're in trouble, that's right. So 3 women on the go, 2 of them will go fucking, just go one another. Anyway, where's my message to see how much you no longer ago? That's a 17 minutes.
See what's easy, I thought that lassie sitting here as well.
Aye. Jojo, hola Jojo.
It's no. The girl.
Jojo's in Spaniard. Anyway, that's some problem he's got that. Since I've been for day one, I've met him. I took to the wee guy and I've been telling him, he's been telling me he's getting out, I'm getting out next week and that. I'm like, you're getting a 28 day detention. Mental health tribunal, the full Monty, he's not even allowed to do it. He's kicking doors and that the first day I met him, kicking in the doors. Remember that? He's kicking the doors, we were sitting back on the chairs just laughing, what the fuck's getting on this banger? So anyway, I've been going to come off this, but I'll see what it's like for a wee rerun, but it looked alright. How do you think now? Do you think it looked alright? I think it done quite good there. Here I'm pressing my wee button on my selfie stick. Well, this is the coolest thing about this. I got a wee, watch, pause.